I could tell that's much better.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Wrestling Fans Podcast, Ringside Society, proudly presents to you another outstanding episode of 15 Minutes of Fandom. That's right. That's where we take the spotlight and place it on one wrestling fan that we feel stands out from the rest. So, with that being said, I'm your host, that ocean crossing, straight up bossing, flight catching, shot glass snatching. Where's he going next? Nobody knows. 4 continents down, 2 more to go. No cap, straight facts, the worldwide star boy, Remy Blue. But it's not about me. You see, we have a special lady tonight. Ah, where's my glasses? I can't see a thing. I'm blind as a bat. But eat your carrots, folks. You don't want to end up like me. But with that being said, we have a special guest tonight. This woman is not only a wrestling fan, but she has a special enthusiasm for technology. She's all the way over on the West Coast. Everybody, welcome to the show, the host of the Mimi Morning Show and Tech Wrestle Life, the Tech Wrestling Mommy, Evelynn Mimi Jones. How you doing tonight?
Good. I am good. Thank you. That was a very lively intro.
Yeah, I try to do a special one for everybody. I mean, it's not the best way.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay.
it's a little
Okay.
bit.
The,
It's a
the
little bit of
only
roll.
thing is, the only thing is Evelynn Mimi J or Mimi J.
Oh, I didn't know what. I should have gone by
You're
that first.
good.
Is it J? I don't know. So I tend to have a hard time, like, figuring out what people go by. I don't want to, like, mix things up, or be like, no, I don't go by that anymore, and don't call me that. I'm like, so.
Just ask me, boo. Just ask me. Be like, hey, what do you go by, girl?
My bad, my bad. But I
You're
apologize.
good.
We apologize to you and to our watchers, to our viewers and listeners for the very delayed start. We had some technical difficulties, unfortunately. So I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. Normally I do this on my cell phone because it's so convenient. I can walk around with it, you know. I can show people different things, I can show people like, hey, I'm actually in Japan right now, and it's morning here, and it's nighttime over there. Or I could, if I'm on the beach, people could see the lovely background as I walk around and so on. But unfortunately, I guess I don't know. My phone is on the fritz today, so I have to go with the good old laptop, which I hope it doesn't crank out on me. But yeah,
Yeah.
there we are. So
Tech be
Evelynn,
techin'. Tech be techin'. It happens.
yeah,
I get it.
yeah. So Evelynn, I just gotta say, thank you for doing this for us. You've been on our radar for a while, and we finally had you on here. How are things over there on the West Coast?
We're good. Thank you for having me, by the way. I've tuned in before.
Okay.
You've had some fellow moshers on your show. So I've tuned in to watch and support them.
Oh,
Everything is moshers, the Rhea fans. I think you
yeah,
had,
yeah, 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 yeah.
yeah,
Let me
yeah.
guess. Miranda and Devon,
Hmm.
right?
Yep, yep.
Yeah.
So
Shout out to
yeah, so
y'all.
I've tuned in to watch them on the show, and everything is cool over here on the West Coast. West Coast, Best Coast. So it's no, it's really chill right now. 7:30 my time. Yeah, everything's it's just maxing and relaxing.
Awesome. That's great. That's great. Man, California. Yeah, man, I've been to this so many
Yes.
times. I used to be stationed there for like a year and a month. I was in Oceanside,
Are
and
you Navy or we're Navy or Marine?
I was actually Navy.
Yeah.
I think you live in somewhere in
Okay.
SoCal. That's why because if you're in NorCal, you
I'm in
wouldn't.
South. Oh no, there's Travis Air Force bases in Northern California too. So
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah. I California's a different vibe, but it's a great vibe. I actually like it.
it
It's
is.
something different. People are nicer over there, man. Over here in New York, everybody's like, "Yo, what you looking at?" Da, da, da. I'm like, "Geez, like," but so I don't know. I'm probably dating myself. I know this song might be way before your time, but it was a song called "Everybody's Free to Wear Sunscreen." It's a spoken word track, and The guy says, it's I think the guy, I forgot who actually says the actual spoken word part, but he says that basically it's a whole track about certain philosophies, certain advice about life and so on. And he starts off saying wear sunscreen, but he ends up going to this whole, um, for lack of a better term, rant about certain things in life, like do not read beauty magazines; they will only make you feel ugly. And one of the things I remember him saying was, um, live in Northern California once, but leave before it makes you soft. Live in New York once, but leave before it makes you hard. And I'm like, this guy is right. Because I mean, New Yorkers are a different kind of people. And then California, everybody's all chill and, it's all
We
easy,
are.
good
You
vibes. I'm
know,
like,
what's so funny about me though is I don't know about so much now. I haven't really gotten much because I don't really get out much as people. But but no, but for real, like people interact with me, they think I'm from New York.
oh,
They're
wow.
surprised when I'm from California. Yeah. It's like I guess it's like I don't know. I guess maybe it was the era I was, the generation I was in, raised by. I don't know. But I'm not the one or the two or the three.
Honestly, for some reason, I thought you were actually in Boston. I don't know why. I thought you were somewhere in the New England area. I don't know
See,
why.
everyone thinks I'm from the East Coast. See?
Yeah. I
No,
mean, it's not a bad thing. East Coast is very
Cali born and raised.
it's very lively, and whatnot.
I
So
want to visit. I want to visit New York.
you should.
What part of New York are you in
I'm in
or from?
Brooklyn.
You're in Brooklyn. Okay.
Well, I'm Guyanese. I don't know if you know where that is. That's from Guyana, but
Yeah.
I live in Brooklyn, and I would say check it out. It's a nice place. Check out Yankee Stadium if you're into baseball, or even if you're not into baseball. Check out Yankee Stadium. Check out City Field. Check out Broadway. There's so much to check out here, and plus
Yeah.
they're redoing so many places. So now it's like this. It's not just Times Square and Central Park. You can go to Upper West Side. You can go to You can actually hop a ferry depending on where you're at. You can hop a ferry that takes you from the city to Brooklyn, Williamsburg, and then there's a place called Domino Park, which is one of my places I like to actually do photo shoots at. And basically, Domino Park, Domino Sugar, the factory. They've taken that area and made it into a whole park now, and it looks really good. So
Is that where a lot of like Puerto Ricans are by chance?
Williamsburg, no, it was an industrial area,
Okay.
but in the last, I like to say, 10, 15 years, they've just gentrified the whole place. They redid it,
Okay, yeah,
remodeled it.
yeah, of course. Of course. Well, no, I was asking about that because I just saw this video on YouTube. So like
Mm,
after Bad Bunny's Super Bowl performance,
yeah,
like there was this video that came up on my feed about this guy, this journalist who did a his video was called How the US Stole Puerto Rico.
yeah.
And they were talking about like domino, like the sugar, like how it's turned into like basically sugar capital, and how they came over, monopolized and made it to like, there's like sugar plantations and stuff like that. And so that's why when you said domino, you said sugar, like that's what I thought.
Okay.
So that's why I asked that. Yeah. Hey,
Yeah, yeah.
Devin.
So I gotta ask you, man, with the wrestling now, how did you become a fan? What was the match or the event that made you go, "Wow, I'm tuning in next week, the week after, the month after. Y'all got me as a fan for
Mhm.
life."
Well, there was a couple of different times. The more recent time was Rhea Ripley.
Okay, okay. So
Oh,
she was the reason you got back into it, or
yes. So,
mm,
okay. So I did my first, when I first got into it, I'll have to check it out. When I first got into it, it was The Rock. The Rock got me
okay.
in. Mhm.
Mm,
And then Stone Cold and like that whole era. But then I really
okay.
wasn't like super watching it. And then yeah, so then I left, I guess, and then came back years later. because I used to watch Total Divas. So like I
Okay.
liked like the Divas era, like them as people, like that show. Like I was just like, oh
Mhm.
my gosh. And then like them showing them backstage, like working together, stuff like that. And I'm like, oh my God, this is really cool. But then when I tuned in to watch a match, it didn't translate. And I was like, wait, what? Okay. I'm like, this is not. And then I meant to like say, okay, I meant to try to give him the chance, but I never did. So then came back again and let me see, I moved to Houston in 2021. And if it was that, I believe it was that year. If it was either October or November, I was watching because my ex-girlfriend always had it on sports or WWE or
Mhm.
wrestling. Okay. So that was her whole, that's all watched. Okay. And their occasional like Disney shows, like whatever. So she had it on Raw, and then I saw Rhea Ripley, and I was like, "Who is that?" Just like the aura, the presence, like her look, everything. And I was just like, "Okay." And then whenever she would have Raw on, I would be like, kind of like looking like, "Okay, is she gonna come back?" And then I started like finding out her like who she was and stuff like that, and following her. And yeah, it was so yeah, she brought me back.
Wow, that's cool. Rhea
Yeah.
Ripley, man. I'm convinced she's that wrestler that's actually inspiring a whole, generation of fans. I don't know if you went to
For real.
WrestleMania. Did you go to WrestleMania last year?
No, I did not.
Okay.
And I don't think I'm not going to be able to go this year, which makes me sad. I was
I was-
actually planning on going this year, but
Okay.
I had responsibilities
Yeah.
that called. I had to get a new computer because I'm a student. So I had to get a new computer and stuff like that unexpectedly.
Mhm.
So no, I could not save my ducats to go.
Honestly speaking, if you ask me, I um I went. If it's any consolation, I went. I went last year and I went the year before. Last year was just I was like, okay, whatever. That was my reaction because the only two matches that stood out, three matches that stood out to me that I liked were um it was Jey Uso versus Gunther, and
Okay.
it was
Oh yeah.
Bianca versus
That was
Io
a
versus
moment.
Rhea. That was a great one. They tore the house down with that one.
Mhm,
And
mhm.
Roman Reigns versus what was the other guy? Seth Rollins versus CM Punk.
Oh yeah, the trip.
But
Yes. You had that was some iconic moments.
yeah, but other than those three, it's like everything was just flat, like cheap soda. Like New, and I'm sorry, New Day. They're probably gonna see this. New Day was like, okay, they had their match. I can't even remember half the matches that were there. That's how bad it was. So I'm like, okay, whatever.
Damn.
So if it's any consolation, you would have probably had a better time at the WWE World, or I don't know if you go to the indie events. You would have probably had a better time at those.
I'm trying to. So I live right now in Imperial Inland Empire,
Okay.
which is about the part I'm in is about a little it's like just under an hour north of San Diego.
Okay.
And there is a indie promotion, indie show coming up back like up north about 30, 40 minutes.
Mhm.
Um, if I can get my ducats in a row, if I can get the monies to go, I want to go. That would be my first indie show.
Okay.
So there are like indies out here on the West. I don't think there's as many as from what I've researched. I don't know if there's not as many, I think, as like other places, or maybe I'm just like, I know what's the one? I think it's West Coast Wrestling Company is the one that
The
I'm trying
West
to go to.
West Coast Pro.
No, West Coast Pros in NorCal.
Okay.
Um, it's called West Coast Wrestling Company, I believe.
Hmm. I would,
The one I'm trying to go to. So yeah, we'll see. But I mean, if not this time, maybe it's sometime, hopefully
yeah,
sometime this year.
yeah.
Hopefully, but we'll see.
Whenever. Honestly, if it's any consolation with WrestleMania, I'm still debating if I want to go because I'm like, I got to see how the card looks. If the card doesn't look that good to me, because I'm not a fan of Vegas, because I mean
Yeah.
I live in New York, and I've lived in Florida for 7 years, Fort Lauderdale to be exact. I've spent time in Chicago. I've spent time in San Antonio. I went to Los Angeles and San Diego, which I like. I love the gas lamp area, by the way, down there. And
Okay.
I've
Yeah.
lived in Japan for 3 years. I've been stationed in Japan for 3 years, Tokyo. So I'm like going all those places and going to Las Vegas. I'm like, this is just another city with lights. I mean, I don't gamble and I can only drink so much. So if
Right.
the card looks great, I'm gonna go. If not, I'll just go to my local bar and just watch it. I'm
Right. What about the like other experiences? Like, don't they have
so
like on location, like all those other things?
so you've gone to WrestleMania. I know you've gone to WrestleMania before, right?
No, I haven't.
Well, okay. Well, I hope you
No,
do.
I've never been to any like wrestling event
Okay. All right.
yet.
No judgment here. Honestly,
No, I
I didn't.
know. I wouldn't
I,
care anyways.
it wasn't until I was a grown working man that I went to my first WrestleMania. That was the one in Miami, Rock versus Cena. But I could tell you, if I could give you the experience, you're gonna laugh when I say this. It's like if you had like that really good. I don't know if you smoke. I don't smoke either, but I'm 420 friendly. But all my smokers will probably know. It's like if you have that good joint of weed and you smoke it and you go, wow, I'm probably gonna get shadow banned by YouTube. YouTube, my bad. I'm not encouraging, but it's like, or if you have that like that really good plate of food and you eat it, you can't help but dance. And that's how WrestleMania, and it's not WrestleMania weekend, it's WrestleMania week because you have so many. And the reason why
Right.
I use that analogy is because you have so many things going on, around that time. You have so many indie shows. You have WrestleCon going on. Like
Mhm.
every 2 hours, there's a show you can go to. Sometimes there's
Oh
two
wow.
shows going on at once, and you meet so many wrestlers. And me, I love it because I'm a podcaster. I get to network
Right.
with so many people and do collaborations and have them on the show and so on. So um,
Hmm.
that's why I always enjoy WrestleMania week. So when you experience it, you're gonna be like, wow, this is fun. And when the last day of it happens, you're gonna be like the next day you got to go to work or whatever. You're like, whoa, what did I just do for the past couple of days? Like I blacked out, went to some fantasy land, came back, and I'm like just here now. So wow. So
Yeah.
so I gotta ask, so have you ever gotten to meet Rhea yet, or you still waiting for that time?
No, I'm still waiting. It came close. She was going to be in Irvine, which
Okay.
is not that far. I mean, it's a
Mm,
drive, but it's not too far. She was going to be at like a Hot Topic there, but then it got canceled.
okay.
Yeah,
Uh,
because she got injured, like her
okay.
nose, like she had to do the mask. Yeah. So then, yeah. So I wasn't going to be able to go anyway. So I was like,
You'll meet
well,
her. You'll meet her soon. You'll definitely
I
meet her
will. I for sure will.
soon. Yeah. So, but you've gotten to see her wrestle live, right? At least like in
No, I
person.
told you I would never been to a wrestling show.
You never even been to a Raw or SmackDown?
No, I'm
No judgment here. Hey,
do you hear
hey, no judgment here. I understand. Like I said, I didn't start going to my WB shows till later on in life. So, um,
yeah, because they're expensive.
oh yeah, what? I think I paid probably like $10, $15 more than what I paid for the last Raw. I went to the Raw Stranger Things and it cost me like $15 more. I'm like, okay, I think this might be my last Raw, but yeah, that's it.
Plus,
So,
I mean, you gotta eat. You're gonna want to drink. Like it's like a lot that you gotta place. You gotta stay somewhere. You don't want to stay somewhere raggedy. So it's just like,
mm,
I'm kind of bougie. So I wanna I
okay,
want, I'm like, so yeah, I cannot, you know, afford
yeah,
it just yet. But I will. I will
it's
one day.
it's it could be very pricey at times, especially Vegas. I was like, oh
Mhm.
jeez, yeah, Vegas was definitely something.
Although the meet and greets are not that bad. I've seen the prices for the meet and greets. I've heard people, they're not that the prices for meet and greets are not bad.
I
I thought
haven't
they would be
gone,
more.
I haven't gone to those. I normally go to the I normally go to WrestleCon, and that's it. WrestleCon, because I get to meet the legends and everything, and sometimes people from Evolve will be there too. Like I got to
Mhm.
actually meet Jackson Drake at one of the WrestleCons, the Evolve champion. And then there was oh my gosh, I forgot what her name was. The lady from LFG. She's Asian. She's in really great shape. Lee Laurel. I got to meet her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I like to go to those. I like to go to those a lot. So I'm not knocking the WWE ones, but it's like, yeah, I don't want to wait in line. Like, and then something could be
Yeah,
pricey. I'm like, yeah,
the
I'm
ones the ones like the meet and greets for Rhea, like lines and stuff. So that's why I sound bougie. I
mm,
want to be able to get like my little VIP ticket, VIP
mm.
pass, and then like just go walk up to her, be like, "Hey, girl," like in the back or something.
I got so I gotta ask you something. You mentioned Total
I'm gonna
Divas,
wait
right?
in line.
So you mentioned Total Divas, right? How do you feel about the Bella Twins reuniting at Royal Rumble? I don't know about you, but I was like, yo, Bremo's back, and they
Okay.
might be going after those tag team titles. How do you feel
Oh
about
yeah. Well, I mean, duh, they're gonna go after the tag team titles,
it?
like, you know. I like the Bella Twins. Um, but I didn't get to see Brie because freaking my streaming service was tripping.
Okay.
My stream was tripping. So when I was watching Royal Rumble, I missed Bree's entrance.
Oh, okay.
So that sucks. But yeah, I mean, and I have to catch up on Raw. So I didn't see Raw yesterday. I have to catch up. But
Mm,
I actually did a review on last week's Raw. And it was really weird because they were addressing that they're back and they're going to go after the titles. And then Rio didn't come out. So that
mm,
was kind of weird for me. It was like a missing piece. I was like expecting them to come out and address them.
yeah.
Like I said, I have to go back and watch Raw from yesterday because maybe it got it. I did see that Rhea is qualified for the Elimination Chamber.
Mm,
I saw that. So I'm like, okay, so now I have to go back and watch. Okay, how is all of that going to factor into things?
right.
Like, it's kind of interesting. I might have to close the window. It's kind of interesting how things are kind of going now.
Mm.
I'm like, when it comes to Rhea and EO, that makes me nervous.
So speaking of Total Divas, the Bella Twins had a video the other day. They were talking about a Total Divas reboot. They were just playing around with the idea, just probably having fun. If they were to do a reboot and you
Yes.
were the person casting,
Oh, I'd watch it.
who would
Sorry.
you
Yes.
who would you want? Who would you cast to be in the Total Divas reboot?
All the okay. So definitely the same as before. So definitely the Bellas,
Okay, the OG.
Naomi,
Mm-hmm.
but I know she's preggers.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I don't know. It would if it was after, I guess she gave birth or whatever. Okay, so yeah, Naomi. Um, Rhea, if she were to, even though I don't know if she would do that. Like, I don't know. But yes, I would pick Rhea for sure. Natty. So kind of like the same as the last time.
Okay.
But I actually would like to see Maxine Dupree as well.
Okay.
Because I watched her interview with Chris Van Vliet, and I'm like, oh my God, that's my down home Cali girl for sure. Like, yes.
Mm.
So I would like to see her. Um, Bailey.
Okay.
Uh, Naya, because Naya was there too. Uh, yeah, like I mean, just Chelsea Green for sure. Chelsea, yes.
Okay.
Um, just put them all in there.
Oh, everybody. Okay.
Just put 'em I mean, I
It
know they would have to only highlight so many, you know?
would be interesting to
So
see.
that's what you're asking. You're asking the highlights. So the highlights, my highlights would be the Bellas, Nia Jax, of course, I mean, Naomi,
Hmm.
Rhea, Maxine, um, and Bailey.
Okay,
So
that'd be
that's 6.
interesting.
I think that would be enough to kind of highlight, and then I guess everyone else would kind of
That's
be.
kind. You just brought something to light. That's kind of wild. When Total Divas was going on, none of the four horsewomen were actually. I'm talking the OGs because I guess now Alexa's considered one of them. Alexa Bliss is considered one of them, but
Mhm.
none of the OG four horsewomen ever were in Total Divas. Not Charlotte, not Becky, not Bailey, not Sasha Banks. Although Sasha Banks would have been it would be kind of interesting to see her. Um, and in that in that light, but yeah, none of them were actually in. I don't know. I guess they were like, nah, we're good. We don't want y'all in our lives. We just want to keep it strictly about wrestling and on screen. So
Mhm.
it would it would be interesting to see them it would be interesting to see Bailey on there too. Um
Oh, I forgot Charlotte.
yeah.
Okay, 7. See, that's what I'm saying. There's like too many like that would be a hard decision. That would be, because it's like you can't have everybody. Right. And it was like, well, I kind of want everybody.
We talked about female wrestlers. Who's your male wrestler that is your favorite? Like when he's on screen, you don't want to hear nothing from nobody. You want to see nothing from nobody. You just want to hear what this person has to say and what he's going to do to his opponent.
I mean, actually, I don't know. I mean, okay, I can name a couple.
Okay.
But yeah, I can name a couple. Um, the first one, okay, there's Roman Reigns is one, yes. But but that's yes, but that's kind of like an obvious one.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I'm like, okay, yeah, Roman. But now for sure, especially lately, um, Rick Williams.
Okay. Lemon pepper steppers.
Yes, we go. Yes, anytime
Shout out
he's
to
on,
my
I'm like, okay,
website.
what's he
One of
saying?
our website, www. World Wild Willie. You can tell he's Southern. The way he got that swag. Yeah.
Call 1-800 whoop that. Yep. He's one. Obafemi's another one.
Hey.
Mhm. Um, I joke around and call him Mizarella, but I kind of enjoy the Miz.
Okay.
Um, but yeah, I mean, but you said like people like they come on and it's everyone shut up.
Yeah.
So he's not like that, but I do enjoy um Ilya Dragunov.
Mm.
Oh no, okay, one that said that's on the screen, shut up, Carmelo Hayes.
Okay. No, don't
Yes.
miss.
Yes, that's right. Him. Okay. Um, I mean Montez Ford, if he ever comes back, like
Mm.
where's Montez?
He gonna be back. He gonna be back. People making up all sorts of narratives of he's stuck in catering. They got some version of some dude with a big stomach saying this. Now y'all know that's not Montez Ford, man. Y'all cut it out, man.
No, he's bulking, right? Like he's bulking and he's gonna shred.
I don't know, but I know.
And even if he looks like that, like everyone who talking about him, like hiding behind like wrestler PFPs and stuff, like let's see how I put a tweet about that. I was like, when y'all talking about him, let's see how you look.
Shoes. I wish I had that man. Well, I wish I was cut up like that guy. Shoes. That man
That
is
part.
rich. I don't care what they say. So I know you pretty much almost have to go, but real quick, right? Tell us about. So you got this platform called. You got two platforms. the Morning Mimi Show, and you got
Mimi
Mimi
Morning
Morning
Show,
Show,
and
Tech Wrestle Life.
Tasty Talks Tech Wrestle and Life. Yes.
All right, so real quick, I'm gonna put you on the spot. I'm gonna put you on the spot right now. What can fans expect to see when they tune into your platforms?
Okay, so Tasty Talks Tech Wrestling and Life is a little more refined. It's a little
Okay.
more about like really like sitting down and talk, because I'm a curious person. I'm a student. I'm curious nature. I'm a curious cat.
Okay.
And
Once it don't kill you, because curiosity kill a cat. But yeah, go ahead.
no, curiosity didn't kill this cat.
Great to hear.
So, so what you'll see on Tasty Talks Tech Wrestling and Life, what you'll see or hear, listen to if you're just listening in, is yeah, just like interviews. So I will take I do research on the guests. I dive a little bit into their background. I come up with some questions. I'll send them the questions beforehand to make sure that nothing's everything's cool, copacetic. So yeah, I just kind of like just deep dive and kind of like pick their brains on their perspective on the industry, things of that nature. I've had people on like OJ Purple stuff. He's an indie MC on the East Coast. I've had Adrian Hernandez on. I've had yes, heavyweight Adrian Hernandez. Yes, I've
Okay.
had him
I
on.
was trying to figure out where I heard that name from.
Yes, I had him on the show. I had an interview with him. I interviewed the Acknowledge the Dynasty podcast. And then I've also interviewed some people in the tech space, from my world.
Cool.
So yeah, it's just a little bit of, and then sometimes there's episodes of just me where I do tasty tidbits. Um, and and then for the Mimi Morning Show, it is raw and unfiltered. And we're gonna kiki. And
So that's the messy one. That's like
I would say
Angela Yee
I
on the
would
Breakfast Show. No, it's
I
okay because
wouldn't
I'm down for that. I don't mind. I'll
I
tune
wouldn't
in.
say messy. I wouldn't say messy, but tea gets spilt.
I'll tune in.
I do swear. Excuse me, I do swear. So if you're at work, plug your earphones in. Hey Nessa, the Culture Clash Network fam. Hello. So that one is more fun. Just kind of more just like me just having issues with technology, cussing out the computer sometimes, cussing out this, or just ranting. And then of course talking about recapping what happened in wrestling, uh, news and updates. And sometimes I'll put some tech news in there if it's like really interesting, just whatever I feel like, just kind of whatever I feel like. I have had guests on. I've had one guest on the Mimi Morning Show.
Okay.
And yeah, we just like, it was the same kind of format, but she was there and I kind of like asked her questions about herself. And then we were both gushing over Rhea. So yeah.
Awesome. I'm gonna
So
definitely because I saw
yeah.
it before and I'm like I'm gonna check it out but that I'm gonna check it out. But from how you describe it, it sounds like something. I definitely look forward to checking it out. I'm gonna definitely make sure I walk with a nice glass of tea, but make sure I have a basin around it just in case it gets spilled. You know what I'm saying? Because I like my little iced tea. I don't want to waste it, but
Yeah, definitely have a coaster. Have a
yeah.
coaster.
But
And secured.
I would definitely check it out
Yeah.
because it's crazy. I like the sophisticated ones, like you say, like the one you have with Tech Wrestle. I'm sorry, the tech one. I like that one.
You can call it Tasty Talks for short. It's Tasty Talks Text Wrestling. I know
Tasty
it's a
Talks.
mouthful.
You got me feel like now whenever I tune, I'm gonna be there with a nice little glass of iced tea and some cheese that's just in my little suit, just vibing out. That's how I see myself. I'm not making fun either. Like I like stuff like,
No.
but at the same time, I like the people that be messy that are messy too. Like, I got people like this guy, Trey King. I don't know if it's from Houston. The way he says, like one time he said, don't be careful of these people because they will steal stank off of fecal matter. I'm not gonna say the the S word. And the way he said it, it had me laughing on the train for a good 10 minutes because I never heard somebody say that. But yeah, I like
That's
stuff like
yeah.
that too. So yes, people,
There's
I like the drama sometimes. I don't get into it, but I like to see it sometimes. So
yeah, that's I mean, there's two different there's like, everyone kind of has like multiple sides. You know what I'm saying? Like everyone is not just one dimensional, just one thing. So I kind of bring everything. I am all, if you get the reference.
yeah. Well, Mimi, I just gotta say, like I said, I know we got things. You got some stuff you gotta do. I ain't gonna hold you, but I just gotta say, before we shut this show down, on behalf of, and I'm not rushing you up. I know you got things to do, but
Yeah, I gotta eat before I wind down for bed.
yeah,
So,
yeah, yeah. I
yeah.
know. I'm kind of the same thing too. But I just gotta say, it's an honor to have you on here. We are on behalf of myself and the rest of my crew. Normally I have two other hosts here, but I know Kathy would have loved Kathy. I know Kathy's gonna watch this next. She likes to be messy, spilt tea. Ooh, I'm gonna turn into that. Kathy likes the drama. I'm convinced she's a Cardi B fan. But yeah. Thank you for being a guest on our show. Thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to be on our show and just talk a little bit about wrestling and so on. We'd like to have you back hopefully one day for one of our prediction shows where we
Yeah.
talk, where we give our own predictions for a card and everything. And before we shut it down, where can fans find you on social media when they want to talk wrestling, when they want to find out when they want to check out your shows, or if you have any merchandise? I know some podcasts they have cool merchandise going on
Mhm.
out there, but where can fans find you on social media?
Well, it is right here, Tech Wrestle Mommy.
Mm,
Just actually changed it from Evelynn Mimi J. A little bit of a rebrand, kind of like alignment, you know.
I saw that.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, Tech Wrestle Mommy. I'm mainly on X and YouTube.
Mhm.
So mainly you can find me there. I'm actually going to be back on the Mimi Morning Show. I took a little break for a bit to focus on a project for hackathon season. But I'm coming back now. So I'm doing the live show. The Mimi Morning Show will be on tomorrow at 10:30 a.m. Pacific time. So then that would be 1:30 p.m. Eastern time. So
Mm.
like during your lunch hour, possibly. Um, and um, and then next week, I'm not gonna spill the tea on who's gonna be a guest next week, but I will have a guest on Tasty Talks Tech Wrestling Life, and it's gonna be live, and it'll be live next Tuesday. So I am talking. It is going to be a wrestling episode, so it'll be someone from who is actually a writer in the wrestling community,
Mhm.
and I'm very excited to have them on. So yeah, Tech Wrestle Mommy on X and YouTube.
Awesome. So y'all make
And
sure,
yeah,
those of y'all watching, y'all make sure y'all follow this woman. She's doing a lot of great things. She's a fellow content creator like us. So go ahead, check her out. No, we're not gonna be mad if you do here at Ringside Society. We check out other podcasts as well. There's never been a forbidden door here, so we encourage y'all, go ahead and check her out. She might have a different take on wrestling. And plus, she likes tech, so you can't go wrong with technology.
yeah,
And spilt
yeah.
tea.
We can.
Spilt tea. Who doesn't like spilt tea? I mean,
Yeah,
it's messy, but who doesn't like spilt tea? So,
yeah. Don't now we don't spill tea on the technology though because that's expensive.
oh
We're
yeah,
not going to spill tea on the tech. We go spill it
away from
on
the
the
tech.
floor,
Double feet
away
away.
from the
Yeah,
tech. Away.
yeah,
Yes,
yeah, yeah,
yes, yeah. That's
yeah.
right.
But make sure y'all check her out. Make sure you shoot her a follow. Tune into the episodes. I'm gonna tune in tomorrow as well on YouTube and see what it is and what's up. And with that being said, it's about time for us to shut this show down. My eyelids are getting heavy. My stomach is rumbling. That means it's time for dinner and a nap. Maybe not in that order, but before I partake in those activities, if you want to find me on social media, not that I say a lot of cool things, but I do go to a lot of cool places. Later, maybe next week or the week after, I might be in Denver, or I might be in Toronto, Canada, or I might be in Paris. But if you want to see my adventures in either of those places, you can find me on Twitter. Well, more specific, if you want to see my actual adventures, find me on Instagram at the Remy Blue. Twitter is the same thing at the Remy Blue as well, or X as they call it. It's the same thing at the Remy Blue, and it's also the same thing on TikTok. And I'm also on Blue Sky at remyblue.bsky.social. I'm also on Facebook under the alias Remy Blue as well. Our podcast, of course, is on social media. We're on Twitter and Instagram and Blue Sky at Ringside Society, Twitch at Ringside Society 2019. We're on Facebook as a Facebook group, and we're also on Spotify, and we're also on Teespring, where we sell our official Ringside Society merchandise. We have T-shirts, we have tank tops, we have, well, not tank tops yet, but we have hoodies. We have coffee mugs for your favorite warm beverage. We have our Valentine's Day collection out there, so check it out. We're also having our In Your City series starting soon. We already have our Mardi Gras line out. Next up is going to be New York. We're going to be launching that soon, and we also have more cities coming, like Los Angeles, possibly San Francisco, Chicago. If you see a city, check it out, cop the shirt. That way you could rep Ringside Side and also rep your city as well. Check us out. All proceeds go back into keeping our show afloat. They did not go back into our pockets. And last but not least, we have a YouTube channel where you can see cool interviews like this one, like the one we had before with Lucy from the Group Chat Wrestling Podcast. Shout out to them over there in the UK. And also our season premiere where I explain the wheel of professional wrestling and the many parts that make the world of professional wrestling go around, not just the pro wrestlers. So make sure you check out those episodes. And to see them, it's really simple. It's not even pre-algebra. Just go on YouTube, type in Ringside Society. Once you see that really good looking dark blue and light blue yin yang sound with the blue flames around it, that's when you know it's us. So make sure you subscribe to all our videos, because we got a lot of cool stuff coming up and you don't want to miss a thing like Aerosmith in 1998. But with that being said, we just want to thank everybody tuning live tonight. Thank you very much. We strive on being one of the realest and best wrestling podcasts a wrestling fan could, should, and would listen to. And we're not going to stop being that. To those of you that are going to listen around later on, you get a chance. Thank you very much in advance. And those y'all that hate us, can't stand us, really and truly wish we would just stop what we're doing and go away. Well, guess what? Like myself at Gordon Corral, we're not going anywhere for a while. So with that being said, we just want to let everybody know that we're very well and aware, myself and the rest of Ringside Society, we get it. Everybody and their grandparents and their parents have a wrestling podcast. But we're not your grandparents' podcast. We're not your parents' podcast. As a matter of fact, we're not just any podcast. So with that being said, I'm going to say it one time for the mind, one time for the people, one time for the wrestling culture, and one time for the Tech Wrestle Mommy, Evelynn Mimi EMJ, with the Wrestling Fans Podcast, Ringside Society. By the way, you should make a shirt about that. That's a really cool, catchy, some catchy initials you have there. But with the Wrestling Fans Podcast, Ringside Society, and we'll be back later on this week with our TNA Genesis prediction, or TNA, I forgot which pay-per-view they have this Friday, but we're going to be back with our predictions for that pay-per-view. But until then, we just have 4 favors for y'all, just 4. Stay safe, stay healthy, be excellent to each other, and enjoy wrestling. We out. Peace.
Bye.